Hey guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we will be going over every item and how you can obtain them in the game along with what they can be used for. I will be separating it by Cs and will only go over each material once to minimize the explanation. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. Starting off in the first C, the first item I would like to go over is one you will see in every C, scrap metal. Scrap metal is the most common material dropped by the pirate, the brute, the gladiators, the mercenaries, the marine captains, the lab subordinates, the pirate millionaires and billionaires, the forest pirates, and lastly the jungle pirates. So yeah, can be used for 20 plus upgrades on weapons at the blacksmith. I won't list each of them because of simply how many there are, but there are A2 that need this. At this point I would also like to mention leather, which needs the same enemies to get and is used for almost the exact same number of things as scrap metal. Next up we have wooden planks, and these are the most useful material for sea beast hunting. So once you have gotten the shipwright achievement, whenever you break trees you have a 30% chance to get a plank. These repair boats during sea travel, and if you want to find a leviathan this is a must-have. Note that the shipwright is located in the third sea. I just mentioned it now because trees are in every sea. Next up we have angel wings, and these can be obtained from any NPC in the upper skylands, including bosses like Whisper. Angel wings can be used to upgrade weapons, but not near as many as scrap metal or leather. Now we move on to Yeti fur, and this is actually the first item that is complete useless. There is no point or craft to it yet, so I'm not talking about it beyond this. Quickly though, gunpowder found in the third sea through pirate billionaires is also completely useless, so this will be the only time it is mentioned. And finally the last common material, magma ore. This material can be found through any enemy on the magma island in the first sea, including the boss, or the regular enemies on the hot side of hot and cold island in the second sea. Magma ore can be used to upgrade weapons, but more importantly, it is needed to obtain God Human, one of the strongest fighting styles in the game. The last item found in the first sea is the fishtail, and this can be obtained through any enemy in the underwater kingdom with the whirlpool. It can also be found through the fishmen on Turtle Island in the third sea, and is useful for upgrading weapons and obtaining God Human late game. Next up on the second sea, the first and least important material is the radioactive material, which can be dropped by the factory worker NPCs but can only be useful in upgrading weapons. Its one big upside is that it is needed in a ton of different weapon upgrades, but normally you will have literally none of it. Next is the vampire fang, dropped by the vampire and is also used in many weapon upgrades, but has one more important use. It is used in the sanguine arts craft, which is also considered to be one of the best fighting styles in the game. Next we have the Mystic Droplet, which can be used to upgrade weapons and is a key item in upgrading God Human. It can be found from any enemy on the Forgotten Island, including the boss. The Meteorite is the only legendary item in the second sea and can be dropped by the boss of the Green Zone area. The only thing the Meteorite is useful for is upgrading weapons, and it is probably only a legendary because you can only get it from a boss. Lastly we have ectoplasm, which can be found from any enemy in the cursed ship, including 10 from the raid boss, and is a pretty important item in the game. There are NPCs in the ship that trade for it, and you need it to get the soul guitar in the third sea. I will be going over all the special items at the end, so for now I am skipping over the dark fragment and moving into the third sea. In the third sea, first we have the mini tusks, which can be found from the mythological pirates and is used in upgrading weapons. The two other basic ones in this are the demonic wisp that can be found from the demonic souls and is used for upgrading weapons, and sanguine arts. Or dragon scales, which are found from any dragon named NPC on Hydra Island and are used for upgrading weapons and god human. Now onto the sea-based ones, starting with shark teeth, which are the most basic as they obviously just come from sharks and they can be used in crafting recipes on Tiki Island. Fool's gold can be found from ship raids, and electric wings can be found from the piranhas, and both are also used for crafting. Now the three rarer crafting materials, starting with terror eyes and radioactive teeth, which are dropped by the terror shark, and leviathan scales, which are dropped from the leviathan. Now a few special ones, starting with bones, which can be used to get Soul's guitar and the roll from the Death King NPC on the Haunted Castle Island. The bones can be collected from any NPC on the Haunted Castle Island. And secondly, conjured cocoa can be taken from any enemy on the Chocolate Island and is useful for summoning the Dough King. And finally the special ones, starting with the Dark Fragment, which is dropped by Darkbeard and can be used to get Soul Guitar, upgrade weapons and get Sanguine Arts. Next is Mirror Fractal, which is dropped by the Dough King and is useful for getting Race V4 and upgrading weapons and crafting. The Leviathan Heart can be used to get Sanguine Arts and is dropped by the Leviathan. Lastly, the Azure Ember, Alucard Fragment, and Monster Magnet are all separate quests, so I won't be going over them. And that is every single item in BLOX Fruits explained. If you have made it through this video and have enjoyed, please like and subscribe for more content like this. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys.